Well, hi there, everyone. We're talking about payroll. Talking about payroll in Google Sheets, and even more specifically, we're talking about Alabama payroll. This is going to be a video about Alabama payroll tax withholding. I'm in the process of converting a payroll file that used to be completely in Microsoft Excel and now putting it into Google Sheets so you can access it without having to have Excel or any software program, just a Gmail account. And I've also lowered the subscription price from $200 to $100 because I'm having so much fun doing this. So we'll talk about Alabama today. And Alabama is now the third state that I've completed on the migration all the way over to having all 50 states fully in this Google Sheet. So let's talk about Alabama. Alabama, every time I've been to Alabama, it's actually been beautiful, which is kind of weird. But yes, it has. I like Alabama. And you can fill out a Alabama A4, which is what you're going to need to fill out, or have your employees fill out, to answer these questions about whether or not they're going to have claim their personal exemption with a 1, and what their status is. And also the number of dependents that they have. All those questions are noted here, like how many personal exemptions does this person want to use, 0 or 1? How many dependents did they say they had, right? Also, what was their status? Single, married, filing separately. Notice that when you hit the status here, you're going to get statuses from other states that don't apply, so you want the one with the state abbreviation of Alabama here. Single, married, filing separately, stuff like that. There can be different statuses. So when you enter in those statuses, and that's the information you need for Alabama, we won't talk about the federal information that's required. We'll just talk about Alabama for today. And when you put that in there, then you can start entering in hours for your employee. You choose the employee name here, and you choose the day and the hours and the hour type, or however they're paid. And then you can start to look at their pay stubs, and you can look pay period by pay period by using these filters and clearing them and just showing one pay period at a time. Show how many hours somebody had, what their hourly rate is. You just put that right over here. If they have a bonus or their paid salary, you put it here, whatever it is, like that. And you can just easily be done, basically. I mean, the formulas that are involved with calculating Alabama payroll withholding are over here on the right, and I'll explain them real fast because we're doing a video about Alabama. First thing you're going to want to do is annualize your wages for the period, whatever your gross wages, your hourly rate times the number of hours worked plus any other supplemental compensation times the number of pay periods in the year. You're looking at a payroll file that pays every week, so we'd multiply this number by 52. That's what this formula pay periods is right here. It's the number 52. Wow, that's great that Google Sheets actually shows you what that is. Google Sheets has some serious advantages over Excel now that I've been working with this so much over the last few days. Anyway, what the standard deduction is based on your status of being either single or married filing separately or head of household. There's an amount that is the standard deduction that applies to whatever status you are. So that's what that's calculating there. Then it's you have to annualize, I guess, your federal withholding is something they want you to do with Alabama. Is they want you to take a look at what you're holding for federal. They want you to annualize that as part of their calculation. And then there's a personal exemption that does or does not apply if they chose the personal exemption. Then there's the dependent exemptions, which I guess are about 1,000 each or 500 each or 300 each, depending on what your status is. And then you end up with a taxable gross for Alabama and whether or not it was a married status or an other status. And that just gets filtered right in to the pay stub. So in this situation, a $2,700 check for a week, that's a lot of money, would withhold $112 of Alabama state tax. And this file generates all the reports and everything you need to see how much you would owe in Alabama state tax every quarter or every month or whatever. And that's basically how it works. So it's the easiest payroll program ever created in Google Sheets. That's my promise to you as someone who designs these things. I'm sure it's the easiest, and I'm sure it's the most upfront and provides you with everything you need. So If you're interested in subscribing and getting a hold of this and running this for your small business in Alabama or any other state in the continental or non-continental United States, the lower 48 or above or west, or the Virgin Islands, any one of those places have a payroll in Excel and now payroll in Google Sheets file that can handle that for you. So good luck, everyone. Payroll should be easy, and we're making it so in Alabama. In where? Birmingham? Where are all the cities I can name in Alabama? Montgomery, Birmingham. What's down by the coast? Mobile, Tuscaloosa. I don't know, all these places. I haven't been to Alabama in, I think, about a year and a half, so I'll have to drive through there when it's not so hot and it's not in the middle of hurricane season. But I was definitely there less than a year ago. I drove through Alabama. All right, so good luck, everybody. Payroll should be easy. Make it so.